Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order. Folks, we're on book 2 of Coruscant Nights called Street of Shadows. This one does take place after a Death on Naboo, Last of the Jedi, because in Last of the Jedi, Death on Naboo, Captain Typhoid, we're told, is on the case. He's trying to figure out what happened to Queen Amidala, and so far he hasn't come up with any answers. Well, in Street of Shadows, it's going to continue his story. And I'm sure publication-wise this has already come out, and so Jude Watson knew about it, and she kind of put her storyline right before this happened. But he goes to Coruscant to find out who killed Padme Amidala. He's trying to figure that out. Meanwhile, I will tell you this. Din and I-5 are quite possibly the greatest characters ever, created by Michael Reeves. There's a lot of humor here, a lot. For example, at the beginning of the chapter where all this action is going on, I-5 goes, "Hey, have I mentioned how much I love violence and carnage? Because I don't." It's just great. Another one, Din makes a joke. He went, it's a good thing that my sides are made of metal or else I'd be bursting them right now. And the other one is, they asked him, is there anything you can't do? And he looks at him and goes, dance. I-5 has got to be my favorite droid now. I know everyone used to ask me that question. I couldn't tell you who I liked, but right now, I-5 is winning. Love his character. He makes these really fun. Now, this is where the Kamas planet, the planet of Kamas, explodes. Basically gets ruptured, doesn't explode, but most, if not everyone, is killed on the planet. And there's a big tremor in the Force. Jax can feel it. Similar to Alderaan, he says millions of voices cried out and were suddenly silenced. And you're thinking, well, wait, did Obi-Wan, I'm thinking, did Obi-Wan feel it on Tatooine? And then when he felt it on Alderaan, he goes, oh no, not again. Maybe he had to be in the sector? I don't know. It was kind of. I know what they were going for there, just kind of a callback to A New Hope. But I kind of thought, well, would every Jedi feel that, or did they have to be in a certain vicinity? Aurra Sing is in this. Again, I got these books mixed up. I thought this was the whole first adventure. And the Caesar one was book 2. So I knew she was in this, but Aurra Sing gets hired by Vader. She gets pulled out of prison. Vader gives her a job to find and track down Jax Pavin. And if she does, he'll clear commute her sentence, and she'll be free to, travel the galaxy again. Now, Captain Typhoid, one of the first things he does is he looks into the Jedi Temple for clues and can't find anything. I'm like, well, don't they keep that off limits to everyone? So maybe they allowed him to do it, but I don't know, because there's a little bit, it kind of is a contradiction if you think about it, because it's off limits, we're told, in Dark Horse comic books. No one can go there. And then, of course, Darth Vader has set up a trap for Jedi to enter there, trying to convince Jedi, that spreading the rumor that there are Jedi held captive there. But maybe it's been a couple months and maybe they're just not capturing any more Jedi, so they decide to not do it, or somehow Captain Typhoid sneaks in. It doesn't mention him sneaking in, just mentions him rummaging through the old deserted Jedi temple. So I don't know, maybe a little bit of a contradiction there. You got to decide who you're on your own. But he does run into Aurra Sing, who's also searching the Jedi temple as well. Aurra Sing is looking for Jax Pavin. He doesn't care. He's looking for Padme's killer. They go separate ways. And he knows that she's very dangerous. He's familiar with all the most wanted people in the galaxy. He was surprised to see her out of her prison, because last year she was locked up. Meanwhile, there's a Kamasi artist who's very popular. He's a sculptor, he's a painter, he's whatnot, and he dies. He gets murdered. Again, this is what I thought the first one was about, because it's kind of that detective noir where Jax and friends get hired by this guy's assistant, who was a Zeltron, to say, hey, find out who killed the artist, And so they kind of go down the list. It's kind of a whodunit. Meanwhile, with the Captain Typhoid story and Aurra Sing story all wrapped into one, it flows really well. In it, they are trying to figure out who. It looks like someone stabbed him in the chest, which is where his heart was. And they go through all these people. I'll just go ahead and give you the ending. After accusing what they thought was the right person, because they found out this big collector, who has a bunch of his stuff, is like, oh, well, maybe if he's dead, it'll be worth more. Well, that's not the case. They clear him because they figure, oh, no, that's not it. And then later on they go, oh, wait, it's the wife, because she was jealous of him flirting with the Zeltron. Because the Zeltron, she lets out pheromones, kind of like Prince Caesar a little bit. And, they always flirted a lot, and the wife didn't like that. Well, it's true the wife didn't like that, and it's true that she got mad that the artist still had her as an apprentice or an assistant, even though she asked her several times to get rid of her, asked the artist several times to get rid of the Zeltron, but she said, I didn't kill her. And it turns out it was the droid. He was trying to protect the house droid. He was trying to protect the house's honor, and he thought that this would besmirch the honor of the house, so he killed the artist. And when I-5 points out to him, like, no, now their house is guilty of murder thanks to you. And so what the droid does, he basically just melts down his own core. He commits suicide. It says there's a bunch of whirring and noise and smoke comes out of his back of his head, and he's basically killed himself, for the honor of the family. It's a good whodunit thing there that I enjoyed. I did remember that it was the droid. I didn't remember the why, but I remembered it was the droid, so I remembered a lot of that there. R. Singh's story ends where she battles Jax Pavin and gets defeated and moves on. This is the one bad thing about it. Darth Vader laughs several times in this book. One, for some reason, R. Singh, in the middle of working for him, when she meets up with him to give him an update, she tries to kill him. She tries to kill Darth Vader. Not very wise. And Darth Vader's like, wonderful. You amuse me, R. Singh. And it says, he's laughing. The Dark Lord laughed again. Wonderful. What? Darth Vader doesn't laugh. But then later on, he laughs later on, talking to, as he is taking out, Captain Typhoid figures that Anakin and Padme died at the hands of Darth Vader. So he sets up a trap to kill Darth Vader. He's not going to kill Darth Vader. He's way overmatched. Of course, Darth Vader's about to kill him. He goes, I know you killed Padme. And Darth Vader goes, you don't deserve to say her name. And then he goes, and you killed Anakin Skywalker. And then Darth Vader pauses, and then he laughs. Yes, I did. He was weak. Why is Darth Vader laughing like a jolly pirate? I don't know. That's in my head. But why is he laughing? So both times it mentions Darth Vader laughed. Darth Vader doesn't laugh. It's kind of wild that Michael Reeves, who did such a great job. I mean, Street of Shadows is a great book. It's a great book. I love it. I love the whodunit. I love the, R. Singh hunting Jedi is okay. He brought her back, bringing back Captain Typhoid, who we find out, why is he obsessed with finding her killer? He's always been in love with her. That was kind of weird. Out of left field, though. But other than that, though, I was like, why did you have to? I even reread it. I said, is Darth Vader really laughing? Yes, he's laughing. Why is he laughing? The only time Darth Vader laughs is in a Michael Reeves book or a Disney World adventure. Go figure. But besides the laughter, the book was good. It was fun. And I'm ready to read book 3. But first, I got to get back to Last of the Jedi, which I will do next time. See you then.